Hiker finds lost rooster, walks 40 miles to save him. The Appalachian Trail is an awesome course that spreads for over 2,190 miles. The course takes people from Maine to Georgia, and Heather Bolland dreamed about hiking it since she was a teenager. However, this hike would prove to be an even more amazing experience than Heather could ever imagine.
Before we begin, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos.
Heather is an animal lover, and she knew that she needed to save this Polish-crested rooster from the moment that she saw him standing in the middle of the road. There weren't any houses around, and the rooster was all alone. Roosters are domesticated farm animals, and their chances of survival while alone in the woods are very slim. This is when Heather knew that fate put the rooster in her path. What she did next will amaze you. Without giving it any second thought, Heather took the rooster in her arms and decided to take him on the hike of his life. Isn't this amazing? Especially when considering that the woods are filled with predators that put the poor rooster's life in danger. Heather was close to the Mason-Dixon when she found the rooster, and this meant that she still had a long way to hike. Luckily, the rooster would prove to be quite the hiking buddy. I held him in my arms and continued 15 more miles in 80 degrees, humid weather until the sun began to set, said Heather. Seeing how much Heather had to endure, we can clearly see why hiking is not for everyone. You won't believe what hilarious name Heather decided to give to the rooster. Seeing how funny the rooster looked, Heather decided to call him Eddie. Now that she named him, they were officially best friends. To make things even more amazing, Eddie took pictures with all the people that Heather met on the trail. Isn't Eddie just the cutest thing ever? This woman sure loved taking pictures with him. Heather met up with other hikers as it got dark, and they also wanted to take pictures with Eddie. He hardly ever made a peep and was quite content with just sitting in my arms or in my raincoat while we hiked, said Heather when asked if it was difficult to carry Eddie. It seems like Eddie knew he had to be silent. Who doesn't like taking mirror selfies with their best friend? Make sure to click next if you want to see Heather and Eddie at the end of the Appalachian Trail. Heather and Eddie's adventure was coming to an end now that they reached the Appalachian Trail Conservancy headquarters in West Virginia. How many miles do you think they traveled together? Heather and Eddie hiked 4 to 6 miles together. Now this shows us how strong-willed Heather is, because hiking 4 to 6 miles is no joke, especially with a rooster in your hands. The two passed through 3 different states while covering those miles. To make things even better, this is what the Appalachian staff had to say after seeing them together. "Now we've seen everything," said the folks who work at the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. Now that the hike was over, Heather needed to find a place for Eddie to stay. Heather was lucky, and she quickly found a new home for Eddie. The people who wanted to take Eddie and worked at the Poplar Spring Animal Sanctuary, which is located on Poolesville, Maryland. This is what Heather had to say about her departure with Eddie. "I wanted to make sure he was happy and healthy and living a life he wanted," said Heather. Luckily for Eddie, the folks who work at Poplar Spring Animal Sanctuary were more than happy to take him in. Eddie was a lucky rooster, and Heather believes that fate put him in her way. Although, there was one issue about his new home, and you won't believe what it is. The only problem that the Poplar Spring Animal Sanctuary employees had with Eddie was that they already had a rooster named Edward. This is why they decided to change his name, and they couldn't pick anything more appropriate than this. Eddie was renamed to Mason, and there couldn't be a better name, because Heather found him at the Mason-Dixon line. Heather says that the most amazing thing about carrying the rooster with her while hiking was seeing how happy people would get after seeing him. The rooster brought a smile on everyone's faces, and Heather was glad to see that. "I am so grateful that I got to experience life on the trail with a rooster and to witness the joy he brought to others. This little guy was the sweetest rooster," said Heather. Even though Heather and Eddie are now separated, Heather is happy to know that Eddie gets a chance to live a happy life. Not only that, but Eddie is also going to make friends with the other animals at the Poplar Spring Animal Sanctuary. Thanks for watching the video. If you like this story, then please hit the like button and also click on subscribe button to never miss an update from our channel.